evening, viewers. You're watching Triple News Recap. I'm your anchor, Assam, bringing to you the top stories of the week. Let's have a look at the stories of the week that mattered to the headlines. Security forces apprehended a notorious most wanted captor of the Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland (NSCN) Yongang faction on December 22. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was led to rest at Delhi's Nikampot Ghat on December 28 morning with full state honours. 179 people were killed when an airliner belly landed and veered off the runway, erupting in a fireball as it slammed into a wall at South Korea's Muan International Airport on December 29. And now the news in details. The Rising People's Party has issued a caution regarding the unauthorized use of its name in right-to-information applications. In a press release, the party emphasized its unwavering support for transparency, accountability and principles enshrined in the RTI Act, but warned of strict legal action against fraudulent filings invoking its name. The RPPI clarified what it has no affiliation with RTI applications submitted under its name without explicit prior authorization. Such actions, it stated, amount to misinterpretation, and the party reserves the right to initiate legal proceedings, including filing first information reports against those responsible for such acts. To prevent misuse, the RBP has urged government departments, public institutions, and relevant authorities to verify the authenticity of RTI applications purportedly filed on its behalf. The party suggested that such verification could be efficiently conducted through direct communication with its office via phone or email. The RBP expressed concern that misusing the RTI mechanism not only tarnishes its reputation but also undermines the transparency framework crucial to good governance. It reaffirmed its commitment to upholding the sanctity of the RTI Act and safeguarding the integrity of the essential democratic tool. Security forces apprehended a notorious most wanted captor of the Nationalist Socialist Council of Nagaland (NSCN) Kaplang Yongang faction on December 22. The individual, identified as David Konyak, was arrested from Namtola, located in Charaito district of Assam, following specific intelligence inputs. The Indian Army, Assam Rifles and Assam Police coordinated their efforts to nab Konyak, who had been actively involved in extortion and abduction-related activities in the bordering regions of Assam and Nagaland. This operation is seen as a significant achievement in curbing the activities of insurgent groups operating along the Assam-Nagaland border. Following his arrest, Konyak has been handed over to the Assam Police for further investigation. Authorities are expected to probe his involvement in various criminal activities and assess any potential links to larger insurgent networks in the region. The successful apprehension highlights the ongoing efforts of security forces to combat insurgent activities and ensure the safety and security of the northeastern states. The Union Home Ministry has directed police and security agencies in Nagaland, Mizoram and Manipur to keep a close watch on the activities of the foreigners visiting the states. In a circular dated December 17, addressed to the chief secretaries of the state bordering Myanmar, the ministry emphasized the need for state governments to strengthen their mechanism to monitor the activities of foreigners. The circular stated that the Foreigners Regional Registration Office and police authorities should monitor foreigners closely, and if anything adverse is found, appropriate action may be taken under relevant acts, including Foreigners Act. The circular also announced the withdrawal of the relaxation under the protected area regime for the three states. This relaxation, in effect since 2010, had allowed foreigners to visit without a protected area permit for tourism or other purposes. The exemption, which had been in place since 1958, was extended in 2022 and it was set to last until December 31, 2027. However, the Home Ministry said it reviewed the matter in the backdrop of growing security concerns in border areas of the states. The ministry clarified that PAPs or special permits will now only be processed digitally via the e-Faro portal, the facility to travel of bona fide foreigners and to avoid delays in granting the BAB-RAB, it added. No physical BAB-RAB permits shall be issued. Any pending physical applications will be integrated into e-Faro portal through coordination state governments and the National Informatics Center. The Faro, functioning under the Home Ministry, uses a centralized platform to track the movement of foreigners in the country. The ministry urged state governments to sensitize all relevant authorities about the new directive, stating these instructions may please be brought to the notice of all concerned for compliance with immediate effect. The circular emphasized that all foreigners intending to visit the three states shall mandatorily obtain PAP from the authorities to whom powers have been delegated. Former Prime Minister Manmohan Singh was laid to rest at Delhi's Nikambod Ghat on December 28 morning with full state honours. The ceremony drew leaders from across the political spectrum, all gathering to pay the final respects to the architect of India's economic liberalisation. Prime Minister Narendra Modi led the tributes and senior BJP leaders including Union Ministers Amit Shah, Rajnath Singh and JP Nadda joined. President Draupadi Murmu and Congress President Mallikarjun Kharge also offered floral tributes. Notable foreign dignitaries including the King of Bhutan and the Foreign Minister of Mauritius were in attendance. The final journey commenced from the Congress headquarters where party members gathered to honour Singh. In a development amid political tensions, the central government agreed to allocate space for a memorial honouring Singh. This decision followed a request from Kharge, who had urged the Prime Minister and Home Minister to ensure Singh's last rites included a memorial site. The centre declared a 7-day national mourning period until January 1st, during which the national flag will be flown at half-mast across the country and at all Indian missions. A half-day holiday was announced for central government offices and public sector undertakings on December 28. States including Haryana, Punjab, Manipur, Rajasthan, Bihar and Assam also observed an official mourning. Leaders from various states including Delhi Chief Minister Atishi, Tamil Nadu Chief Minister M.K. Stalin and former Uttar Pradesh Chief Minister Akhilesh Yadav also paid their respects. Several international figures including French President Emmanuel Macron and US Secretary of State Antony Blinken extended their condolences, recalling their diplomatic engagements with Singh. Manmohan Singh, who has served as Prime Minister from 2004, was a distinguished economist and pivotal figure during India's economic reforms. His leadership during the 1991 financial crisis and his tenure marked significant economic growth and social welfare initiatives in the country. 179 people were killed where an airliner apparently landed and veered off the runway, erupting in a fireball as it slammed into a wall at South Korea's Muan International Airport on December 29. Jeju Air Flight 7C2216 arriving from the Thai capital Bangkok with 181 people on board was attempting to land shortly after 9 a.m. at the airport in the south of the country, South Korea's transport ministry said. It is the worst air accident involving a South Korean airline in nearly 3 decades and on track to become the country's deadliest ever, according to ministry data. The twin-engine Boeing 737-800 can be seen in video from local media skidding down the runway with no apparent landing gear before slamming into a wall in an explosion of flame and debris. Other photos showed smoke and fire engulfing parts of the plane. 2 crew members, a man and a woman, were rescued from the tail section of the burning plane, Muan Fire Chief Lee Chong-yung told a briefing. The fire was extinguished as of 1 p.m., Lee said. The authorities have switched off rescue recovery operations and because of the force of the impact are searching nearby areas for bodies possibly drawn from the plane, Lee added. The 2 crew were being treated at hospitals with medium to severe injuries. The Boeing 737-800 jet operated by Jeju Air was manufactured in 2009, the Transport Ministry said. Jeju Air CEO Kim Bae apologized for the accident, bowing deeply during a televised briefing. Well, that's it for this week's news recap. For more news like this, you stay connected to Global Window. Good night.